memorable day in my life was the day I accidentally ordered 100 pizzas instead of one. I was trying to impress my friends with a fun surprise, but I got a little carried away with the online ordering system. I meant to click, "Order now," but accidentally clicked, "Order 100 now," instead. I didn't realize my mistake until the doorbell started ringing non-stop and a fleet of delivery guys showed up at my doorstep with stacks of pizzas. At first, I thought it was a joke. I opened the door, and there were like 10 delivery guys, all holding stacks of pizzas. I was like, I think there's been a mistake. But they just handed me the pizzas and said, "Enjoy your order." I was shocked. My friends were shocked. We all just stood there, staring at the mountain of pizzas. I mean, what do you even do with 100 pizzas? We couldn't eat them all, and I couldn't afford to pay for them all either. I tried to call the pizza place to explain the situation, but their phone lines were busy. I was getting frantic. My friends were laughing and taking pictures with the pizzas, but I was stressing out. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't just leave the pizzas there, but I also couldn't afford to pay for them all. I was thinking about how I was going to explain this to my parents when one of my friends suggested we have a pizza party. At first, I thought it was a crazy idea, but then I thought, why not? We could invite the whole neighborhood, make it a fun event, and get rid of some of the pizzas. So, we quickly got to work setting up the pizza party. We put up balloons and streamers, made a playlist, and even set up a little photo booth with pizza-themed props. I was still a bit worried about how my parents would react, but my friends were all super supportive and helped me come up with a plan to break the news to them. We decided to invite them to the party too, and hoped that they would see the funny side of things. As the party got underway, our house was filled with the sound of laughter and music, and the smell of pizza filled the air. It was actually turning out to be a really fun day. But then, just as things were going well, I heard the doorbell ring and my heart sank. It was my parents. I took a deep breath and went to let them in, hoping that they would see the joy and chaos of the party and not be too mad at me. As soon as my parents walked in, I could tell they were not happy. My mom had a stern look on her face, and my dad's eyes were wide with disbelief. "What is going on?" my mom asked, her voice firm but controlled. I tried to explain, but she cut me off. "We got a call from the pizza place, saying you ordered 100 pizzas. What were you thinking?" My friends all started to snicker and giggle, which didn't help the situation. My dad shook his head. "We're going to have to pay for all of these, you know that, right?" I nodded, feeling my face turn bright red with embarrassment. My parents told me to call the pizza place and try to cancel the order, but it was too late. The pizzas were already made, and they were not happy about it. I was in big trouble. My parents were furious, but they tried to stay calm and help me figure out what to do. We called the pizza place together, and they agreed to come pick up the extra pizzas and give us a refund. But they told us it would take a few hours, and in the meantime, we had to store the pizzas somewhere. Our house was already overflowing with pizza boxes, and the smell of melted cheese and sauce was starting to get overwhelming. My friends and I tried to come up with a plan to deal with the pizza surplus, but it was clear that we were in way over our heads. My parents finally stepped in and took charge, directing us to start loading the pizzas into the garage. It was a chaotic scene, with pizzas stacked up everywhere, and people tripping over boxes and slipping on cheese sticks. But, despite the chaos, we were all laughing and having a good time. Even my parents couldn't help but crack a smile or two. It was clear that this was a day none of us would ever forget. As we were loading the pizzas into the garage, the doorbell rang again. This time, it was the neighbors. They had smelled the pizza and thought we were having a party. Before we knew it, our house was filled with even more people, all eating pizza and laughing. It was chaos, but it was also kind of amazing. My parents were still a bit frazzled, but they were also enjoying the impromptu party. My friends and I were having the time of our lives, and even the neighbors were getting in on the fun. At one point, someone started playing music and we all ended up having a giant pizza dance party in the garage. It was one of those moments where everything comes together in a perfect storm of silliness and joy. And, as it turned out, it was only the beginning of the adventure. As the party wound down and the neighbors started to head home, my friends and I realized that we still had a big problem on our hands. What to do with the remaining pizzas? We couldn't keep them in the garage forever, and we definitely couldn't eat them all before they went bad. That's when one of my friends had a brilliant idea. Why not donate them to the local food bank? We quickly called them up and arranged for a drop-off. As we loaded the pizzas into the car, we felt a sense of pride and accomplishment. What had started as a disaster had turned into a fun party and now a chance to help others. We delivered the pizzas and saw the smiles on the faces of the people at the food bank. It was a great feeling, knowing that our mistake had turned into something positive. But little did we know, the adventure was far from over. As we were leaving the food bank, we received a call from a local news station. They had heard about the Great Pizza Party and wanted to do a story on it. At first, we were hesitant, but then we thought, why not? It would be a fun way to share our silly story with the community. So, we agreed to meet them at our house for an interview. As we were waiting for the news crew to arrive, we started to get a little nervous. What would they ask us? Would we look silly on TV? But, as soon as the cameras started rolling, we relaxed and just enjoyed the experience. We told them about the accidental order, the party, and the donation to the food bank. They even interviewed some of our neighbors who had joined in on the fun. By the time the segment aired that night, our phones were blowing up with texts and calls from friends and family who had seen us on TV. It was surreal, but also kind of awesome. The news segment was a hit. We became local celebrities overnight, with people recognizing us on the street and asking for pizza party selfies. It was a bit overwhelming, but also really fun. We even got a call from a local business owner who wanted to sponsor a sequel pizza party, this time with a purpose: to raise money for a local charity. We were hesitant at first, but the business owner was persistent and eventually won us over. And so, the planning began for Pizza Party 2.0. We worked with the business owner to organize a huge event, with pizza, games, and even a silent auction. The response was amazing, with hundreds of people showing up to support the cause. We raised a significant amount of money for the charity and had a blast doing it. It was a great feeling, knowing that our silly mistake had turned into something so positive. As Pizza Party 2.0 was winding down, we received another surprise: a call from a talent agent. They had seen us on the news and thought we would be perfect for a new reality TV show about unlikely heroes who make a difference in their communities. We were skeptical at first, but the agent was persistent and convinced us to audition. We went through a series of interviews and challenges, and before we knew it, we were selected to be on the show. It was a wild ride, with cameras following us around as we planned and executed new community projects. We met amazing people and made a real difference in our town. And, as a bonus, we even got to enjoy some more pizza along the way. It was a dream come true, and we couldn't believe how far our silly mistake had taken us. The reality TV show was a huge success, and we became known as the Pizza Party Heroes. We were invited to speak at events and share our story with others. We even got to meet some of our favorite celebrities, who were also fans of our show. It was a whirlwind experience, but we never forgot where it all started, with a simple mistake and a lot of pizza. We continued to make a difference in our community, and our story inspired others to do the same. We learned that even the most unexpected events can lead to amazing opportunities, and that sometimes, all it takes is a little creativity and a lot of heart. And, of course, a few slices of pizza never hurt anyone. As the Pizza Party Heroes, we were invited to host our own radio show. We shared our story, interviewed guests, and even gave out pizza-themed advice. It was a blast, and our show became a huge hit. We were loving every minute of our newfound fame. Our radio show led to a book deal. We wrote a best-selling memoir, The Pizza Party Heroes: A Slice of Success. It was a heartwarming tale of how a mistake turned into a movement. We went on a book tour, signing copies and meeting our fans. It was surreal to see our names on the cover of a book. But, as we were basking in the glory of our literary success, we received an unexpected call from Hollywood. A major film studio wanted to adapt our story into a movie. We were thrilled and a little stunned. They offered us a deal to be executive producers and consultants on the film. We got to help cast the actors, choose the script, and even make cameo appearances. It was a dream come true. As the movie went into production, we couldn't wait to see our story come to life on the big screen. And, let me tell you, it was a wild ride. The movie premiere was a star-studded affair. We walked the red carpet, posing for photos and doing interviews. The film received rave reviews, with critics praising its heartwarming story and hilarious moments. We were beaming with pride as we watched our story inspire and entertain a whole new audience. But, as we were basking in the glory of our Hollywood success, we received an unexpected offer from a theme park. The theme park wanted to create a Pizza Party Heroes themed attraction. They asked us to design a ride, a restaurant, and even a merchandise shop. We were thrilled to bring our story to life in a whole new way. We spent months designing the attraction, making sure it was a fun and immersive experience for visitors. Finally, the day arrived for the grand opening. We cut the ribbon, and the crowds poured in. The ride was a huge hit, with people laughing and screaming as they zoomed through a giant pizza oven. The restaurant served up delicious slices, and the merchandise shop sold out of our signature Pizza Party Heroes t-shirts. It was a dream come true. As the theme park attraction drew in huge crowds, we started receiving offers to take our brand to the next level. We partnered with a major food company to launch our own line of pizza sauces and toppings. We even got to design our own pizza box, complete with our faces on it. But, with great success comes great responsibility. We had to navigate the challenges of running a business, from managing finances to dealing with customer feedback. It was a steep learning curve, but we were determined to make it work. And then, we received an offer to take our brand global. We embarked on a worldwide tour, spreading the Pizza Party Heroes message of community, kindness, and of course, delicious pizza. We visited cities from Tokyo to Toronto, meeting fans and sharing our story. We even got to try some amazing local pizzas along the way. As our global fame grew, so did our team. We hired a crew of talented individuals to help us manage our brand, from social media managers to event coordinators. We became a true pizza party machine. But, as we were basking in the glory of our international success, we received an unexpected call from the White House. The President of the United States invited us to host a pizza party at the White House. We were honored and humbled by the request. We brought our signature pizza sauce and toppings to the White House kitchen and got to work. As we served slices to the President, the First Family, and their guests, we couldn't help but think about how far we'd come. From a simple mistake to a global phenomenon, our story was a reminder that even the smallest moments can lead to something truly special. And with that, our Pizza Party Heroes journey came full circle. We had spread joy, kindness, and a love for pizza to people all around the world. It was a truly saucy success.